Hello, everyone. This is John Oyenard. I'm coming to you from Fairfax, Virginia. I'm an executive coach, and I wanted to talk to you about coaching in this global pandemic situation. All of my clients over the last 6 weeks or so have been experiencing the same thing regarding the COVID virus and having to deal with a very different world than they experienced up until this point. So I wanted to go over some 5 steps that I've been working with my clients on, and particularly thinking about how I show up as a coach. The first step is, in this new world, it's important to build rapport with the clients in a very different way. I like to consider myself to be a relational sort of person. So when I coach, I like to start the coaching conversation with a relational piece. I like to end with a relational piece. But it's even more important now because everybody's struggling with the virus and struggling with how they're working differently, the pressures they have at home, the privacy issues of trying to work remotely. The next thing is listening to what is being said and not said. People try to put on, I think, kind of a brave face in these situations, and they like to show their resiliency. And it's important to listen more carefully than ever to the things that people are saying and not saying, and those are clues to what's really going on for them as they're struggling in this new environment. The third thing I like to do is focus on the human being, not the human doer. The people that I typically coach are highly accomplished professionals, senior people, and they are very productive. They get a lot of things done. And focusing on the human being, not the human doer, means more focus on their resiliency, what they're really struggling with, what's going on below the surface for them. And if that's all we get through in a coaching conversation, I think it's a success to be able to keep them grounded. The fourth thing that I like to think about is, what are they learning from this particular experience? I like to think of myself as a very optimistic person. So when you go through things that are difficult, I like to think about, what am I learning from the situation? What's going to be good that comes out of this, despite all of the challenges and the difficulties, and in some cases furloughs and things like that? What's going to come out of it where someone's actually going to be better? How will they be better because of the experience? And the final thing, and probably the most important, and I like to check into this both before, at the beginning and the end of a conversation, is their self-care, their mind, their body, their spirit. How they're, how do I want to say it? How they're taking care of themselves, taking care of their families. Are there financial concerns they may have? Are there future concerns about their job? What are they doing physically to get out and get some fresh air, get some exercise if that's what they like to do? How are they feeding their spirit? Because in these particular situations, there's a lot of issues around whether they can control what's happening. This is a very unpredictable environment we're in now. And so I like to wrap everything around the human being and focus even more intently on the human being than probably ever before in my coaching work. So I just wanted to share some of those things with you, and hopefully they're helpful, whether you're a leader, whether you're a coach yourself, the kinds of things that can be helpful to you going forward, and hopefully managing this challenging environment we're in, and then adjusting to the new normal, whatever that's going to be in the future. So best of luck to everyone there. Be safe and well.